This is a video about the truth. The truth is not something that is a subjective, it's neither subjective or subjective, really. The truth is something that happens as a somatic felt experience. It's a knowing, it's an awareness. So to say that something is the truth, what's often meant is that something is a fact. A fact is a aspect of reality that is irrefutable. But the truth is something that is experienced. The truth is bigger than fact, and it is bigger than fiction. You see, fiction can be truth, and fact can be contained within truth, and falsehood can be aligned with fact and with fiction. But you see, the truth, the transcendental truth, is unhinged. It is unhinged from any sort of control, from any sort of manipulation. Yes, the truth, the experienced truth, it just is. And you only know it when you feel it. And you only feel it when you know it. Which is to say that the truth is something that you attune yourself to. You recognize truth when you are connected to truth. But what do I mean by that? To be connected to the truth is that you choose to be related to it. You choose to know it. You choose to seek it. You choose to manifest it. You choose to let it live through you. So, how? How do you do that? It's actually really simple. It's a practice of choosing that your way of being, your action, your in motionness is a flow that dances with the ever-present truth, which is to say that you only choose to really let the true things come through you, and that when you start to notice things start to feel like they are not that true, that you pause, you slow down, you reflect. And upon reflection, you recognize that perhaps what was coming through was more like a programming, a mental adherence to certain belief systems or patterns of familiar behavior that actually aren't aligned with who or what you are at all. So you may as well just stop right there and retune yourself to what's true. Now, how do you do that in the moment? Even when you're lost, even when you don't know where you are or why you are, so to speak, when your purpose is not present, well, you can tune in. You can feel what is happening in the body. Where is sensation, energy happening in the body? maybe you feel it in your forearm, something kind of tingling, or maybe there's an ache in your elbow, or an itching in your head, or maybe you just feel anxious, like you gotta get out of here, and maybe you feel just kind of numb. Or maybe you feel great and you just hadn't really touched in with that in a while, and it was just time. The body needed that connection with consciousness to really feel safe, loved, continuous, and that connection with yourself it's so important. So the truth is something that when you're aligned with it, when you're connected with it, when it becomes something that you choose to tune into regularly, the truth becomes a very natural, not only thing to say, but way of being, of living. And what's really extraordinary about the truth is that the truth is creative. And what I mean by that is that the truth is, it's a state of being, of ringing true. You know when you're around somebody that rings true because you ring true too with them. Or you may be so adhered to these fucked up belief systems, etc., that we talked about before, that you can't recognize a person who's speaking truth. And to you, when you think that you're resonating with the truth, it's some person who's espousing some ideas that are like a narcotic for some pain or disturbed energy within yourself that you don't want to face, or you have forgotten how. And so you take this poison from someone else. Maybe they're on the mainstream media, or maybe they're somebody who has somehow gotten close to you. But you take this poison and you mistake it for the truth because it masks the pain inside of you that is not who you are, but is like a mask covering that up. And this not truth poison over here, the narcotic effect, is that because it masks that pain, it makes you feel better. And so you decide that that must be true. Because this is a natural aspect of the human inner system, this sensing of truth, and that it's part of how we intuitively navigate life. But when you're so up in your mind, so afraid to make a not rational decision, you divest yourself from the truth that you feel, that you experience, because somebody in the hierarchy might not agree. And really what you need to move up in the hierarchy and feel a little better is you need the people above you to agree with you. So then you take on belief systems and patterns of behavior that you think will, or you observe have gotten you there. But that, while it is perhaps a convenient path forward is not natural. What is natural is to love yourself and everything in your reality, and to be grateful for the gift of being alive, because truly, what could be better than this? And I don't mean to marginalize or take for granted any privilege that I have. And I suppose by marginalize, what I say is to marginalize another, or to put down the suffering of any other being, person, or to say that whatever they have been through, if they're not grateful, well, fuck them. No, that's not what this is. This is to say that this reality that we're living in is so distorted in its relatedness to truth that it's like the truth field has broken down, and this fuckedness is taking over people's lives and consuming their spirit, their antenna for love and gratitude and natural happiness. This can happen to anyone. And some of the people that you think are so privileged, that have so much, may not be what you think. Which is to say, they may not really be happy. They may just be really good at looking as if they are, because that's what it takes in some places to move up. And so they're like characters of happiness rather than just being happy. You see, that's what's so natural about this, is that when you resonate with the truth, it brings out the best in you, and it brings out the best of everyone around you. That's why it is so valuable. Truth creates trust. It creates safety. It creates the conditions for love to happen. And so, by resonating and connecting with and being practiced in being interested and curious about what's true within you, through you, and around you, this is how you find your way through life. And this is how you give something truly great. Because the truth is also the truth of who you are. And the truth of who you are, that is what you're here for. To give that. That is your essence. That is your consciousness. That is your creative nature. That is, it transcends what we even can conceive of being human or aware. It's like life meeting you at the frontier of what you could possibly grasp and experience, and then showing you even more. And it's so loving and so awesome and wonderful to be connected with that intelligence of life. And the truth is the necessary condition for that transcendence with life. That beautiful, loving intelligence. It needs the truth because it is the truth. So I want to invite you to get curious about what's true for you. What do you like? What do you not like? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel not good? What people in your life are truly nurturing who you are inside? And what people are not? And that's a good place to start, just right there. And I'm really curious how this message lands on you and what you do with it. So please like and subscribe and share if you're resonating with this message. And I'd love to connect with you. You can go to my website, www.spencertribble.com. I'm putting a link in the info section below. And if you're somebody who is wanting to get in touch with the truth of who you are and live a life that is really what you're here for, there's lots of great resources, and really that website is built to guide you towards that. So thank you so much. I look forward to talking with you soon.